What should you say to mound visit when your pitcher becomes visibly frustrated with a bad call by an umpire? So obviously you're not going to have a mound visit every single time that a pitcher shows a little bit of bad body language. But if you see any frustration directed towards an umpire, if they say something to an umpire, or they're just really glaring at them, or you just see anything where it's like, all right, he's really upset, that's the time to probably have a visit. Because if they're so upset that they're interacting with the umpire, or they're throwing their arms up, or they're just pacing around, or just really upset, that's when you want to get that pitcher back on track, because it's going to take them a little while on their own probably to refocus, to calm themselves down, and then be back to pitching the way you hope that they can pitch. When you have a mound visit with a pitcher who's frustrated about the umpire, I think it helps to lead with empathy, and that just means recognizing that they're upset for a good reason. Even if it was the wrong call, even if they thought, hey, that was a strike, and you're as a coach like, no, that was definitely a ball, or yeah, that guy was definitely safe. I know the pitcher's not happy about it, but they were definitely safe. You can still empathize them, be, hey, look, I know we didn't like the call, right? Looked like he was out. I know umpire had him safe. Like, I know that was a big out, right? That would have ended the inning, or now you would have had the double play in order. You can empathize with them, and now they feel heard, and now they can say, all right, coach has got my back, and you can let that go. Now, sometimes it helps as a coach where you can politely ask the umpire, hey, Blue, or just go out, hey, sir, hey, ma'am, like, what did you have on that call? Did they slide under the tag? If you ask the umpires for clarity in a respectful way, it shows that you can disagree with umpires in a respectful way for kids. It shows, model citizen disagreement, which is important, that not every time that you disagree with someone, do you have to be abusive to them or rude towards them. That can really help sometimes, as long as you do it in a respectful, sort of just like question and answer sort of way. Be like, hey, did they slide under the tag, or did that miss off the plate? Was it up? Was it down? Like, just act like you're trying to clarify. That can also help the pitcher feel heard. Now, look, we need umpires, so you have to be respectful of them. I want to be very, very clear of that. Do not go out there yelling at the umpire on your way to the mound. But if you need to have a little visit and just get some clarity from them in a really respectful way, I think that can be okay. But again, you also need to conform to your league's rules. There might be a zero tolerance policy, in which case, do not do that. But sometimes be like, hey, was that pitch down? I just trying to make sure I know. Okay, it was down. Then have your visit, whatever it is. So there can be a role the umpires can play that can help your pitcher be heard. But again, make sure you're super respectful, because you want to model that behavior to all of your players. I've seen coaches just go out there and be like, don't worry about the umpires. They're going to make the calls, just let it go, blah, blah, blah. And that doesn't help, because they're still angry. They still feel like the umpire screwed them. Whether the pitcher's right or wrong, if they feel that way, that's what they feel. And the emotions are tagging along with it. So if you want to get them back on track in a 20-second mound visit, identifying their feelings with them, having some empathy, being like, yeah, I think that was a blown call, but hey, we got to pitch through that. So I need you to be a leader right now. I need you to refocus and put this team on your back. And all we got to do is refocus one pitch at a time, right? Pick your next pitch and execute that pitch as best you possibly can. Then we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. And I know we gave this team some extra outs because of the bad call, whatever, but you're the pitcher that I believe can get us out of this. So just one pitch at a time. Take a deep breath each time, right? And pick your teammates up, right? That's what I need from you right now. That's the conversation that I would have in most circumstances when a pitcher is visibly frustrated and upset with a bad call. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description below, and I'll see you here in the next video.